was thinking, how are we going to finish this guitar today if we didn't have a pickup? So I went out to the mailbox and here it is. So what was the pickup in the 5150? I don't know. My first understanding of it was, and thanks to John Pham in Tampa for this pickup. We may be revising that depending upon what we find in here, because I don't know. This could be a rubber ducky for all I know. Anyway, I'm sure it's great. But my first understanding of what the pickup was, and this is a huge conspiracy, right? What is this all about? That it was a 59. And that was what was in the guitar mags back in like the late 80s, early 90s. They would ask me in an interview what pickup was in that. He said, oh, it's a 59. Later, it was thought it was, the custom. Some people were thinking it's the JB. Honestly, I couldn't tell you what was in there, all right? Maybe we could find out for sure somehow, but we have a lot of different stories to go off of, right? The 59 is from what Eddie had said, as well as there was a video done by Johnny Bean where he was interviewing Paul Unkert, who was, as I've said many times, was at the Kramer factory building these guitars for Ed, and he said that they shipped it with a 59 neck pickup, and that they had a lot of neck pickups at Duncan neck 59s at the factory, so that's what he put in it. There was another video where Unkert is basically authenticating another Kramer that he built for Eddie at someone's house who had purchased it, and it was a zebra, I believe, a zebra humbucker in there, and Unkert recalled that he had that was probably an original PAF, that he had a drawer full of those things, and probably used one of his own PAFs to his regret for that guitar. So we have that. It was the 59. Why would he put an original PAF out of a drawer full of PAFs? And then a 59 and another, who knows? The JB pickup I've heard Duncan say that. And then, of course, we have the Frankenstein pickup, which is a degaussed custom, all right? And that was the one that was taken out of the Frankenstrat guitar. Now, would it make sense that he got the same pickup to put in his Kramers if he was retiring the Kramer? Or rather, retiring the original, Frankie for the Kramers? Would he not have used the same pickup, considering the huge difference, really, between a 59 Seymour Duncan, which is a low wind pickup, somewhere around under 8K, if it was to be the neck pickup, which we'll find out, or a custom, which is, in the 12, 13K range. So I really don't know. The mystery will go on. I've tried all of them, and for my money, I think the custom and the 59 seem to work better with the gear I have. The JB seems to be a little bit mid-honky, spiky. Just the A5, I think I don't like as much. But that's my ear. A lot of people love it, and it may very well be what was in there. And with him playing with his amps, that's what, we're hearing. So anyway, let's open this up and see what we got. It's never a good unboxing video unless you draw blood, right? Guys buying expensive knives, practically cutting their fingers off, getting these things open. So we got a box inside of a bag. Chuck that on the floor. Yeah. There it is. Well packed. Got some bubble in there. Some airbags. Chuck that on the floor. Got a couple of baggies. Some more bubble wrap. And there's our pickup. Alright. Looks like the pickup I ordered for sure. And we wanted to measure the pole spacing, right? $49. That's the same thing. So there's no difference. They're not narrower than the bridge. This is a neck, right? And it is a, looks like MJ wound this. Cool. Here's another funny thing about this. So I'm guessing, you see there's these little nuts. These look like fours, number 4 nuts. I finally used the right word, nut, but I always use nut. Number 4 nuts soldered onto the legs of this pickup, as it probably was in a Frankenstrat already, and then was taken out of a Frankenstrat, and someone went to the trouble of soldering on these nuts, only to have my dumbass take them off and shove them back into Frankenstrat type guitar. What a woiled. Anyway, let's measure this thing and see what it comes out to be. Make sure it survived the trip intact. It looks great. I'm very happy. And he's going to get positive feedback, obviously, especially if this comes out okay. Looks like we're getting a reading. 7.71. All right, so this is, you know, below 8K, like we said. It is the appropriate wind. It's already relicked rather nicely. It's a lot of wear on it, so we don't have to do a whole lot more to it. It already looks like something, you know, bad happened to it. So we're going to flip on the soldering iron and remove those nuts that someone obviously spent a lot of time putting on there, because some idiot like me drilled them out. And I've actually had to do that a few times, and it's hard to find the number 2 brass screws, but you can get them, and then you don't have to use the number 4s. So I'm going to get a little tin on this end here. I haven't tinned this thing since I was using it to burn paper. So there we go. You get a little bit of get my sponge out, clean the tip off. We're going to go ahead and heat this up. Here we go. We're just going to open the hole again. It got kind of clogged. There we go. Looks good. Do the same thing here. Okay. Here we go. So they're back opened again and ready for screws. Wood screws to hold them in place. All right, so we're going to start putting this guitar together. So I'll see you in the next video.